EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Faking the give, now Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Chubb running right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, 30 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson off play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Watson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw. Second down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. That's to a man who had some good years in a Cowboy uniform, Amari Cooper. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Here's Brissett. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now, Brissett. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Pollard. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Brissett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Complete. Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Here's Dak. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays.